This is the fight of their lives. 56 elite fighters battling 8 weeks for 8 life-changing contracts.
And that's enough. What a fight. The pursuit of $1 million championship is still alive for you.
Who will survive? An MMA reality competition unlike any other.
Literally anything could happen.
Unbelievable.
This is the 2023 Challenger Series.
Welcome, fight fans, once again to Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, home of the PFL Challenger Series. We are scouting the hottest young talents in the sport of mixed martial arts. How does the Challenger Series work? Let me explain it for you. 4 fights in each of our Challenger Series nights, but only 1 contract to give away. 4 fight winners are eligible for a contract. The PFL selects 2 finalists of the 4 fight winners. Our celebrity panel, who you'll meet in just a second, they weigh in. You, the fans at home, have an opportunity to vote on who deserves the contract. And the winner of said contract will appear in the PFL regular season. Action has been incredible. We've been here for 6 straight weeks, this being the 6th. And the first 5 delivered in a lot of different ways. Elite grappling, submissions, and strikes, and back and forth affairs, all on the way to finding the best rising talent in the sport of mixed martial arts. Here are our Challenger Series contract winners so far. We started with the welterweights. Thad Jean, still undefeated, takes it home. Women's featherweights, it was Amanda Levy. And then it was Abraham Babley out of Great Britain. Elvin Espinoza took it home for the lightweights. Last week, the women's flyweights, and Dirty Des Yanez gets the contract. Tonight, it's about the featherweights. I'm Sean O'Connell, and here at the weigh-ins joining me, our celebrity panel, Megan Anderson, world champion Tyron Woodley. Featherweights, this is a deep weight class, versatile skill set. What's it going to take to impress Tyron Woodley at 145 pounds?
I mean, Sean, pressure bust pipes. And one thing that the featherweights are known for is applying that pressure. And they've watched the last 5 weeks. I'm positive of that, and they know what's expected of them.
What is the perfect mix of skills for a featherweight fighter to have from a former featherweight champion?
Well, I think it's somebody who can put it all together. They're the complete package. They're not just wrestling, but they're grappling, they're striking. They can put it all together and showcase that at the highest level. I'm looking for somebody who is looking to finish every single moment inside that cage.
All right, let's take a look at the matchups. Again, 4 fights, but only 1 contract to give away. We'll start the night with a little India versus USA. Vikas Singh Ruhil is the first fighter from India in the PFL. Ago Huskic, Gabriel Braga in our second fight. Nathan Kelly is back. He'll take on a newcomer in Zach Hicks. And Brian Sorcher will the 3rd time be the charm. He'll take on David Evans. Let's break down these matchups. Vikas Singh Ruhil out of India taking on James Gonzalez, very experienced fighter from the United States of America. All right, let's start with the man who came the furthest. Our first PFL fighter from the nation of India. How does he make good on a long journey like that?
Long journey that I made, definitely going to India and trying to be the next Wesley Snipes to Bollywood. He has to go and represent his country. He has to wave the flag very proudly. He has to literally go out there and prove a point that he belongs in a tournament, that he deserves a contract, and he's the first fighter to really put his country on the map. When you look at it, he has 7 submissions, but he says that his style is kickboxing. That tells me that he's well-rounded. That tells me that he's prepared and he's hungry and he's expecting to go out there and be victorious.
An interesting matchup for him. He takes on James Gonzalez, who's a guy with a lot of experience. He was a champion in 2 regional promotions, but this is the biggest stage. What's it going to take for him to get a contract tonight?
Well, he's actually taking this fight on less than a week's notice, and I think this showcases his veteranship at this level. He is so well-rounded. He is a high-pace, high-volume type of fighter, and he said he's used to getting short-notice opportunities. He always stays ready because he wants to make sure that he can deliver when the opportunity comes.
Well, you've heard from Megan and Tyron Woodley, and actually Kenny Florian is here. He's backstage with James Gonzalez.
Sean, thank you very much. James, you've been very open about your past, your upbringing. How has that past helped you become a professional mixed martial artist?
Well, I dealt with a lot of stuff when I was younger, bullying and stuff like that. But I feel like it's just made me like a stronger person in and outside of the cage. Obviously, I know how kind of like crappy life can get a little bit, but like I feel like with that and with what I'm doing now, I have like no excuse to like not appreciate everything I have. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys what I can do tonight from what I've been through and how it's made me have a resolve.
Well, we can't wait to watch you perform tonight. Good luck, James. Thank you, Ken. Sean.
All right, thank you, Kenny Florian. That takes us to our second bout of the evening. Ago Huskic out of Bosnia and Herzegovina versus Gabriel Braga, fast-rising prospect out of Brazil. Ago Huskic, we saw him fight one time before inside a PFL cage. He took that fight on short notice. We'll get to that in just a second. But the origin story of Ago, also very interesting.
Shot that definitely got Lochnane's attention.
I got into MMA just because I kind of had like a very hostile way that I grew up due to the war and then coming here as a refugee. I had a lot of anger built up, and then once I found out that we had an MMA gym in my hometown, the rest was history.
Ago, the Bosnian Dragon, Huskic!
Huskic really trying to score a big shot against Lochnane. Ago Huskic chasing down Brendan Lochnane. There's another exchange.
I fight for my teammates. I fight for myself.
Oh!
I fight for my family.
Big knee!
Mainly the biggest reason why I fight is just because I love it. I just love to fight and get paid for it too.
A lot of fighters say they really love to fight. When it comes to Ago Huskic, I believe him because of the performance he put on against Brendan Lochnane.
And not only that, he's been at middleweight. He's been at welterweight. He came in on that fight on last-minute notice, went out there and gave him everything he can handle, closed his eye, and he showed that he was hell on the canvas. He literally enjoys fighting. He loves what comes with it. He loves the grit about it. And when you look at a fighter that really says that, he shows it as well.
Brendan Lochnane, the eventual featherweight champion, and that was a pretty close decision. He had some late-round heroics to get over on Ago Huskic. Now Huskic looking to get an invitation back to our regular season so he can earn himself a rematch. That brings us to his opponent. This is a tough matchup. We're talking about Gabriel Braga, still undefeated, a rising prospect out of Brazil.
Yeah, Braga is one of the top prospects coming out of Brazil right now. He's making his U.S. debut tonight, so that's giving him more motivation to impress us. He's undefeated because he attributes that to has the mind of a champion. I'm excited to see how he goes and if he can pull off the win and get that PFL contract tonight.
That brings us to our third bout of the evening. Nathan Kelly and Zach Hicks, 3 5-minute rounds at 145 pounds. You saw the Irish flag there underneath Nathan Kelly. He's proud to represent a great gym and to be from one of the iconic cities in Europe.
I'm proud to be from here and I'm proud to be a Dub. Yeah, we're a different breed up in Dublin. We're all mad, you know what I mean? People from outside of Dublin think we're all crazy. Yeah, so we're here in front of SPG. There's a lot of great names came from here. Obviously, Conor McGregor. You have a lot of good experienced guys here, the likes of Brian Moore, Peter Queally. You have a lot of young up-and-coming talent. I think Conor kind of gave us the light to show we can do it from this nation, so now it's up to us to kind of carry on that flame, and we're here now to prove ourselves. And when you surround yourself with people who have the same dreams and same goals, all of us become the same thing, which is driven, like-minded fighters who are committed to this game and will give anything to get to where we need to be. and I'm coming for all the featherweights in the PFL division, so they all better watch out because I'm coming, and I'm coming like a truck.
6 in a row. How does Nathan Kelly make it 7 wins in a row and earn a contract tonight?
Well, he's going to have to impress us, but I think he can take confidence in his team. He's got a lot of high-level guys there. Take confidence in that, in his abilities, his skills, and he's got to put it all out there on the line. And I definitely think he is going to deliver in his pursuit of that PFL contract.
All right, that brings us to his opponent. Zach Hicks, standing in the way of Nathan Kelly. He's got a dual life. Fighter on one side, teacher on the other. What do you think's harder, being in a mixed martial arts or being a high school teacher?
That's easy, being a teacher. If you have kids, you have to homeschool during the pandemic, you're sending them back to school, you want to give the teachers a raise. Definitely, and when you think about Hicks, if he did his homework, he would recognize his opponent Kelly is from a historical striking camp that he's fighting against. So he has to go out there, utilize his wrestling. We're not asking him to do something that he has done before, but we are asking him to be exciting and dominant as he do so.
Let's go to Kenny Florian, who's backstage with Mr. Hicks.
Thanks, guys. I'm going to go right to the source here. They were just joking around. You know, what's more difficult, being a teacher or being a pro mixed martial arts fighter? What do you got for us?
I mean, they're both difficult in their own way, but I would say probably being a teacher, the grind every day. Fighting's my release. I get to go out there, let loose, and have a good time, do what I love doing. So I would say being a teacher is a little harder.
You know, you had a long amateur career, became a pro back in 2014. How do you use that experience here to stand out amongst all the fighters tonight?
I mean, I've seen it all. I've fought all kinds of different fighters. I've fought black belts. I've fought All-American wrestlers. I've fought Golden Gloves boxers. I've fought so many different styles that I feel like I'm prepared for anything. I've gone the distance. I've finished fights quick. I finished in the middle of the fight. Like, I just feel like I'm very well-rounded and can take this experience to the top.
Zach, good luck.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
The fourth of 4 will be Mexico versus USA. Brian Zorcher, David Evans. All right, Zorcher, we've seen him twice before here in the Challenger Series in a showcase bout. Will the third time be a charm? Either way, it's always a family affair when it comes to Brian Zorcher and fighting.
My name is Brian David Zorcher Velasco. I'm 26 years old, and I was born in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. I consider myself from a little town which is called Jarretaderas in the state of Nayarit, which is close to Puerto Vallarta. I grew up most of my life over there. That's why I consider myself from that little town. I love my family. My family is everything. That's why my mom, she's been leading by example. She always showed us that family is everything. If one falls off, we all come back and we try to lift them up, and that's how we live. What I fight for is for my mom, because she's done a lot of sacrifices for me and for her family. She's been working for a very long time. I know she's never gonna stop working, but I know I can give her the freedom of working less. She wants to travel, she wants to do a lot of things, and I wanna be able to give that to her.
When he came to the States, it was a dream come true. It didn't matter what gym or where he would go every single day to train. He's living the dream, and he's living certainly the American dream.
We've seen this guy, Brian Zorcher. This is his third time. Will the third time be the charm?
Well, Zorcher is the epitome of the Mexican fighting spirit, and not only does he have a chance to change his own life tonight, but also that of his families as well.
Standing in his way is a former Tyron Woodley protege.
If I had $1 for every fighter that came to my gym and told me they would be a champion, I'd be a trillionaire. But David Evans put the work ethic behind it. He put the intangibles, the timing behind it, and he really worked himself in this position. He's no stranger to training with high-level competition, likes of Anthony Pettis, myself. He put himself in position, but now it's time for him to blaze his own trail and go out there and change his history.
So, David Evans, very familiar with being close to greatness, and it's happening once again as he's backstage with Kenny Florian.
Sean, thank you. David, what do you make of your opponent, and how do you get it done to get the contract?
I know he's a tough, durable guy. I'm not really gung-ho on the result. You know, I like to start with the end in mind, but at the end of the day, I'm going to punch when I have to punch. I'm going to kick when I have to kick. I'm going to grapple when I have to grapple and just push the pace.
There's a former world champion here in Tyron Woodley. He's from St. Louis, where you're representing. Does this add pressure to you, or is this more kind of a kind of light of fire under you?
No pressure at all. I mean, yeah, Tyron Woodley's a big name, you know, in St. Louis. If anything, I just see this as an opportunity for me to just kind of take the bar to the next level. He set the bar pretty high, you know, known for being a UFC world champion, and this is just the beginning for me. So,
we can't wait for your fight, man. Thank you. All right, good luck, Sean.
All right, thank you, Kenny. Oh, that man right there, President of Fighter Operations, Ray Sefo, is the one who oversees the weigh-in. He's on the stage, which means fighters on the scale next on Fubo Sports.
Each night, there are 4 fights, but only 1 PFL contract awarded. For the challengers, winning isn't enough. They must also impress the celebrity judges and the fans, both of whom cast a vote. The contract winner then moves into the 2023 PFL season, where they have a shot at a world title and $1 million.
And here is a look at, so far, our schedule for the PFL 2023 Challenger Series. Again, we've already awarded 5 contracts. As you can see, Thad Jean, Amanda Levy, Abraham Babley, Elvin Espinoza, and Dirty Dez Yanez have all won their contracts, earned them through this Challenger Series opportunity. Next week, we're going to come back with the light heavyweights. Again, tonight, we will award a featherweight contract. And then don't forget, the series ends March 17th, and we will be awarding a second chance opportunity and a second chance contract to athletes that week. Again, our regular season is going to kick off in just a few weeks, but still plenty of action here at the 2023 PFL Challenger Series. And here's tonight's fight card. Main event, Brian Searcher squaring off against David Evans. The Irishman, Nathan Kelly, squaring off against the wrestler, Zach Hicks. Again, plenty of fights left tonight, and we just want to thank DAZN for airing the PFL Challenger Series in over 50 countries internationally. Thank you, DAZN. And this is our home, the Orlando venue, where we will have plenty of action here tonight. The PFL 2023 Challenger Series. This week is the featherweights. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, PFL fight fans, to the Challenger Series weigh-ins. Our first fight ready to get on the scale, Vikas Singh Ruhil and James Gonzalez. Here's Gonzalez out of the blue corner. Official weight for James Gonzalez, 146. And fighting out of the red corner, representing his home nation of India, Vikas Singh Ruhil. Official weight, 145 3/4. Up next, Ago Huskic, representing Bosnia and Herzegovina, versus Gabriel Braga. First to the scale out of the blue corner, Gabriel Braga. $145.5 for Braga. And out of the red corner, the Bosnian Dragon, Ago Huskic. Official weight, 145.5 for Huskic. Two fights weighed in, two more still to come when the weigh-ins return on Fubo Sports.
This is the fight of their lives. 56 elite fighters battling 8 weeks for 8 life-changing contracts.
That's enough! What a fight. The pursuit of $1 million championship is still alive for you.
Who will survive? An MMA reality competition unlike any other.
Literally anything could happen.
Unbelievable!
This is the 2023 Challenger Series.
Contracts thus far. Week 1, Thad Jean got it for the welterweights. Week 2, Amanda Levy for the women's featherweights. Abraham Badley took it for the men's heavyweights. Elvin Espinoza for the lightweights. Dirty Desiree Yanez for the women's flyweights. Another new weight category for us. This week we will award a featherweight contract. Next week we will be back March 10th, the greatest day of the year, with the light heavyweights. And on St. Patrick's Day, the second chance opportunity for one of these lucky fighters. Again, tonight, the men's featherweights. Main event, Brian Searcher squaring off against David Evans. A great fight, 2 experienced fighters. Nathan Kelly, the Irishman, squaring off against Zach Hicks. Ago Huskic squaring off against the Brazilian, Gabriel Braga. And the Indian fighter, Vikas Singh Ruhil, and he is squaring off against the American James Gonzalez here in this stage, in this arena tonight.
Welcome back, PFL fight fans. Challenger Series action tonight. These are the weigh-ins. Up next to the scale, Nathan Kelly and Zach Hicks. Zach Hicks from the blue corner. Official weight, 144 3/4 for Hicks. And out of the red corner, representing Ireland, Nathan Kelly. $145 on the dot for Nathan Kelly. Our fourth and final bout of the evening will take place between Brian Zorcher of Mexico, David Evans out of St. Louis, Missouri, USA. And there is David Evans out of the blue corner. Official weight, 145.5 for David Evans. And out of the red corner, representing Mexico, Brian Zorcher. 146 for Zurcher. All fighters officially weighed in. Some final thoughts from our celebrity panel. Next, when the weigh-ins continue on Fubo Sports.
Each night, there are 4 fights, but only one PFL contract awarded. For the challengers, winning isn't enough. They must also impress the celebrity judges and the fans, both of whom cast a vote. The contract winner then moves into the 2023 PFL season, where they have a shot at a world title and $1 million.
And again, here is a look at our PFL 2023 Challenger Series schedule. Don't forget, tonight we will be awarding a contract in the featherweight division. Next week we'll be back with the light heavyweights on March 10th, the greatest day of the year. St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, will be our second chance opportunity. Possibly one of these fighters coming back tonight. We'll see. Plenty of fights left in this PFL 2023 Challenger Series. Again, the main event tonight, Brian Zurcher squaring off against David Evans. The Irishman, Nathan Kelly, squaring off against Zach Hicks. Ago Huskic squaring off against Gabriel Braga. And Bika Singh Ruhil squaring off against James Gonzalez. Excellent fights. There are, in my opinion, 2 possibilities for fight of the night. I like the Braga fight and I like the Zurcher fight. I think both of those could be really action-packed. But honestly, I think all 4 of these fights are going to be really competitive, and we're going to find some true talent in this featherweight division. For Week 6 in the Professional Fighters League PFL Challenger Series 2023. Again, we are coming to you live weekly for these 8 weeks for the PFL Challenger Series on DAZN, which is airing internationally in 50 countries. Thank you, DAZN, for that opportunity. And we are coming to you for those 8 weeks live from the Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, which has been our home for the last couple years of this PFL Challenger Series, where we've really found and procured some serious talent. The likes of Delano Taylor, the likes of Carlos Leal, and these fighters are looking for that same opportunity.
PFL Challenger Series on Fubo Sports. All fighters weighed in and ready to go. Here's our Challenger Series schedule. We are in the 6th of 8 straight weeks. 5 contracts have already been awarded. Thad Jean, Amanda Levy, Abe Babley, Elvin Espinoza, Dirty Dez Yanez, who joins them tonight as official PFL fighters. I'll start with Megan Anderson. Expectations high for you with these featherweights?
Oh, of course. I am expecting so much from these guys. They're all incredible athletes in their own right, so I'm really interested to see how each of them kind of play out the puzzle of their opponents. Like, what new skills do they bring to the table? But whilst they're going to look for the finish, I want to see the well-roundedness of their game in the process, so we can really see the vast range of the skills that they bring to the PFL cage.
Tyron Woodley, first job is done. Everybody came in shape, made weight. Now it's all about the action inside the cage.
Everybody said what they were going to do. Everybody said what they thought about their opponent. They got in each other's face. I liked what I saw. Everybody was calm. Everybody was relaxed. 5 weeks went by. 5 contracts have been given out. Behind us is their opportunity, so they need to get it done tonight.
A couple of these featherweights have never tasted defeat before. But it's not just about winning tonight. It's about impressing these folks, you, the fans at home, and earning a PFL contract that will present a life-changing opportunity and a chase for a $1 million championship. Featherweights taking center stage as the Challenger Series continues right here on Fubo Sports. Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. 4 fights, 1 contract. We will see you at 9 p.m. Eastern for featherweight action and Challenger Series.